Change is possible, no matter how far gone you feel. So a quick introduction. This is me, 1991, probably about a year old, born and raised here in Akron, Kenmore neighborhood. And the household I grew up in was full of love and peace. We didn't have everything that the American dream family would wish or want, but what we did have was love. So growing up, both parents present in the household. I have a younger brother and an older sister. So I was the middle child. Anything that I did, I blamed it on either one of them to get out of the consequences, right? So, growing up, I played sports, young skateboarder kid, all through downtown Akron, rode the Metro bus everywhere, and played baseball. From a very early age, those were my mental obsessions. When I wasn't doing either one of those, that's all I could think about. Fast forward to about 10, 12 years old, I started experiencing things. Was eager to learn and eager to see what everyone else was doing as neighborhood kids. So we had planned out my first drink, right? So I went to a party, drank alcohol, and I hated the experience. All I remember is I drank wine coolers, laid on the ground, my stomach hurt, everyone's dancing around me, and I'm thinking, all these people are dancing with belly aches. That's what I thought, so I'm like, okay, this is not fun. So I go back to school, tell everyone about my experience, and the solution was I just drank the wrong stuff. So I go to another party, and these here are pictures of me in active addiction. I go to another party, drink Bombay gin, have a great experience, love the taste of it, love the smell. It reminded me of Christmas, the pine needles. And from there on out, I became a hardcore alcoholic and drug addict. I continued to drink and use from the age of 16 all the way to 27. And during that journey, it took me to very dark places, including jail. These are some mugshots. I am a 3-time felon, 2 DUIs, multiple misdemeanors. And during this journey of addiction, I had burned every single bridge in relationship with family that I had ever encountered. No one wanted to be around me. And it's in the moment, it felt like no one loved me, that no one in my family loved me for where I was at. And what I had come to realize is that they loved me so much they could not continue to enable the person I was becoming. And it hurt. It led me to homeless, And during those times of being homeless, I remember I continued to pray, God, give me the courage. God, put me in jail or give me the courage to commit suicide. Those were my prayers. I had never prayed to go to jail up until that point. I had always prayed to get out. God, get me out of jail, and I promise I'll do whatever you put in my path. Get out of jail, I'm off and running, because that's all I knew. That's what I wanted, It's not that I wanted to be an alcoholic or a drug addict. That's all I knew. So yeah, these pictures here, I hold them near and dear. I never want to forget, where I come from. So since then, my daughter was born 2017. And that first time I held my daughter, I was in the hospital in active addiction, and I'm holding her. And I'm getting all these phone calls from people telling me, congratulations on this beautiful little girl. Can we come and meet her? And me being selfish in my active addiction, you cannot come see this beautiful little girl unless you're going to bring me something to fuel my addiction, because it was all about me. And that first time I held her, I started to nod out like this, and I catch myself. And I look around the room with family members on both sides. No one said anything. And my disease in my brain is telling me, you tricked them. They don't know. And I believe that. So that first 9 months my daughter was born, I wasn't around. I was in and out, a shell of a person, and it was eating me up inside because I knew that God had created me to be someone that I was not being at the time. So I went to treatment. I prayed and asked God, put me in jail or give me the courage to commit suicide. I ended up going to jail. And the angel that day was a Barberton police officer. And from there, I made the call and the choice to go to treatment. After treatment, I came home, back to Akron, the place I love. And I had to relearn everything. I had to learn what I liked, the clothes I liked to wear, the music I liked to listen to, the food I liked to eat. Because for all those years in active addiction, from the time of 14 years old up until 27, if I liked your shoes, I bought those shoes. I liked your hat, and I dressed up the outside because I wanted everyone to look at me and be like, "You look cool. I like your shoes." And that was an acceptance, a feeling of being welcomed, or that people appreciated me. So I came back home, and I started the journey of sobriety. This is my beautiful daughter, Amelia. She's 7 years old. In that early journey of sobriety, me and her hit every single Rubber Ducks game, every carnival and fireworks within 50 miles, because that's what she loved to do, And I loved to be a dad, because I knew that was my purpose, This picture here on the right, Amelia, my newborn son, Harvey. That's him. And then my beautiful fiance, Christy. I'm here to give the total message that recovery or life is possible no matter how far gone you think you may be. I was full of emptiness, I was broken, and I had felt that my life was unfixable. I'm here to tell you that it is possible, that recovery is possible. I know someone here today is celebrating 7 years sober. And it's a beautiful thing, the importance of the recovery and community as a whole. For someone that may be struggling with alcohol or drugs, it is very important. For me, recovery has to come second, because God has to come first. Because if I do not put God first, I cannot stay sober. And if I cannot stay sober, then I cannot be that father. I cannot be that son. I cannot be that grandson, that brother, that all my family members in my community deserves to have. So I inspire you, if you're struggling, to take that leap of faith, to reach out. Change is possible. Today I'm a business owner. I get to work with tons of people in the community. I get to inspire kids. It's a beautiful thing, but the most important thing today is I have a peace of mind, and that I am able to give back and inspire change. I love every single one of y'all. Thanks for being here.